The Peugeot 5008 is a big car, but easy to park, quiet and comfortable on the highway. It's not the sharpest driving tool, but that's not a huge drawback for this type of car. FK Tech here. How the 5008 fares in town. You might expect the 5008 to be a bit heavy in town, but the turning radius and easy handling make it easy to weave through traffic and park in tight bays. The high driving position offers an excellent view of the road ahead, and all engines feel right on par with the 5008's traction. In addition, a number of driver assistance functions such as emergency braking, forward collision warning and wide road sign recognition are all standard. The view out of the small rear window isn't great, but a rear view camera is also standard. On the highway, the Peugeot 5008 holds its own. Wind and road noise are low and all engines are smooth and quiet. The base 131 brake horsepower petrol and diesel models are impressive, but if you regularly take long journeys with a full car, the 177 brake horsepower 2.0-liter turbo diesel is a good choice. Visibility is excellent for both driver and passenger, and the seats are comfortable enough for long journeys. On a winding road, this large 7-passenger SUV goes down well and feels nimble for its size, but don't expect a great driving experience. It's not a top-of-the-line benchmark, but the Tiguan Allspace generally feels good to drive. Space and use. The cabin is spacious and there are convenient storage spaces throughout the interior. However, the trunk is not as large as some alternatives, especially when all 3 rows are in place. The Peugeot 5008 has plenty of space in the front row, with the seats reclined in various positions, although the small steering wheel can obscure the driver's display, depending on driving conditions. The storage space is large. There's a large phone pocket along the center console, 2 cup holders and changing shelf. The torpedo is not very roomy. Free space in the back seat. The second and third row of seats are individually designed to enhance passenger comfort. The flat floor makes it easy to get in and out, and there's plenty of legroom and headroom. It should be noted that the additional panoramic sunroof occupies a small part of the roof. The second row offers Isofix anchor points on all 3 seats, making it ideal for large families. There are convenient pockets for storage, a central vent and a pair of USB ports. All tops are provided except base trim. The third row seats are a little cramped, but still great for teenagers and kids on long trips. Cargo space. Passengers can rest assured that there's only 167 liters of space behind the third row of seats if you want to use all 7 seats. That's less than all the alternatives to the 5008, which offer between 230 and 270 liters in this configuration. Even the Fiat 500 offers 185 liters of luggage space. If only 5 people have to travel, the Peugeot 5008 becomes one of the most spacious trunks available. With the third row of seats folded down, you can carry a comfortable 952 liters of luggage. The 7 seats can handle most alternatives. The second row is also folded, though not completely flat. With the third row seats completely removed, you've got 2,150 liters of luggage, although you'll need to store it somewhere. To fold under the boot mat, the space is reduced to 2042 liters. These figures compare to 630 liters, with 5 seats, and 2,005 liters, with the second row folded, compared to the Skoda Kodiaq. The VW Tiguan Allspace and Seat Tarraco both have 700 liters and 1,775 liters of space in the same configuration. The absence of a loading lip and flat sides for loading make it easier to load bulky items. There's also a handy pocket on the right side of the boot and several hooks for attaching shopping bags. Interior design, infotainment and accessories. The Peugeot 5008's cabin resembles the interior of a fighter jet compared to many alternatives. The material is good, but the small diameter handle can hide the digital driver display. The interior of the 5008 features a variety of textures, materials, and shapes. All of this comes together in a sleek design and looks pretty simple compared to many alternatives. Material quality is also good, although a small sports steering wheel can hide the digital driver display. So it's a good idea to check if it's right for you before you buy. For trim levels are offered, from Active Premium Plus and Allure Premium Plus to GT and GT Premium. The base trim gets cloth seats, a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and an 8.0-inch infotainment touchscreen. Higher grades get a 10.0-inch touchscreen with Satin AV, keyless entry and a choice of leather effect seats. An electrically adjustable driver's seat with memory and massage functions is an option for higher trims. An 8.0-inch infotainment system comes with Bluetooth and DAB digital radio, while the larger version also offers satellite navigation and voice recognition. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard on all equipment, so you don't have to choose a more expensive model for built-in navigation. The screen is clear and the system is easy to access on the go, with shortcuts to the most frequently used functions. For various electronic devices, there is a USB socket in the center console and 2 more USB charging sockets in the middle row of seats. There are also 3 12-volt outlets in the front, rear and trunk. In the top 2 corners, wireless smartphone charging pads are optional. MPG, emissions and taxes. 2 petrol and 2 diesel engines are offered. All models are mated to front-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission. For many, the best engine and transmission combination is a 131 horsepower 1.5-liter diesel and an 8-speed automatic. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 11.8 seconds with a top speed of 57.8 miles per hour. It may not look fast, but it's a responsive engine with plenty to spare for overtaking and merging on the highway. The Skoda Kodiaq's 150 brake horsepower diesel is slightly quicker, but 53 miles per gallon less than the Peugeot. The 131 brake horsepower 1.2-liter turbo petrol has a 0 to 102 miles per hour time of 10.2 seconds, slightly quicker than the 5008 diesel, but uses more fuel at 46.4 miles per gallon fuel economy. The more powerful 1.6-liter 181 brake horsepower petrol model is much quicker, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.3 seconds, and still returns 43.8 miles per gallon, making it a good choice if you're traveling in regularly with a loaded vehicle. The best 177 horsepower. The 2.0-liter turbo diesel delivers strong passing performance, achieving a decent 51.1 miles per gallon combined. BIK tax rates without plug-in hybrids or electric options are in the 31 to 36% range, which does not bode well for company vehicle drivers. Reliability and problems. The Peugeot 5008 has been on sale since 2017. Which means trust that many issues should have been resolved by now. This seems to be the case with the 5008, which is highly rated in customer reviews despite Peugeot not being highly rated as a brand. The Peugeot 5008 has been recalled over the years, most related to potential engine problems such as particulate filters, urea injectors and engine management software calibration. The last recall was in 2020, so if you're buying used, make sure your dealer has addressed this recall. At the time of writing, there are several maintenance packages available, with either a 36-month/30,000 package or a 60-month/50,000 mile subscription. Please subscribe. Thanks.